Welcome to episode 24 of the Nerd Outlet Podcast. What up, Nathan?
Yo, what up? How you doing, man?
Dude, I'm good.
You feeling good?
Not that great, honestly.
I'm sorry.
He's a little under the weather.
Got a little tummy ache.
No, he's got some sniffles.
Dude, I thought I did this morning. I thought I was going to puke for a second, but I didn't puke. I stomached it.
Like a real man.
Just like pooped your
Yeah,
pants?
like a real man.
You swallow that shit. Never take it back.
Whoa.
You may throw up in your mouth. You swallow that bitch.
No. I mean, I'm not doing any of that shit. Gabriel, what up, though?
Views. What up?
No views. More life. More
No.
life.
That
Views
shit's old.
666.
What do you mean by it's old, Greg? What's good, bro?
I'm talking about views?
I'm on to more life now.
Hey!
Not really though. I have opinions.
We
all
opinions
do.
too.
I definitely have a
Let's
couple
just go
of
into it. Let's
a
just go
couple
into
words I want to say. Who wants to start off though? I would love
Go
to
ahead. Start off.
it. I can do it quick.
Oh, go ahead, dude.
The first 2/3 amazing. The last third really boring. The features are a hit. They're a hit or a miss. I don't think there's anything in between. Kanye's was fucking weak. What's that dude on 4422?
Sampha.
Sampha, probably the
From
best feature in the
England.
whole album.
And Drake's
And
not even on
basically,
the song.
and then Drake's not even on the
Yeah,
song.
it's literally just
It's
Sampha.
basically just him. But I was like, dude, fucking beats
Is he
sick.
credited?
Yeah,
He's
he's
not.
featured.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
featured.
He's featured on it.
No, he's not even.
He's not. I don't
he's not
think he
credited at
is.
all.
Yeah, he is on Spotify. He is.
Not
He's-
on not on
oh,
iTunes. On iTunes, just
No.
4422.
No,
What?
I'm using it on iTunes.
He
Hold on,
may
let me
have
see.
changed it because over the weekend it was like one of the biggest things. It was. I even read this article off like
Look.
BuzzFeed.
4422. No features.
Hold on.
Hold up.
4422 feature.
That's weird. How do we have different ones?
No, because
You
updated.
probably have to.
Because I bought it the
delete it.
day it came out.
You might.
That's why.
Like I bought exactly
Because
the
I
minute it
haven't
came out.
bought the day it came out and it blew up on the internet. They were like, dude, one of the best like songs on this album is 4422. Yet no one is credited for it when we know that's not Drake singing.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
exactly.
If you guys haven't listened to Sampha, go check out his new album.
Yeah, I'm definitely
He's
gonna
really good.
check him out after that.
Oh,
really
yeah.
good. I'd say
I think he writes like everything on the piano first too.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Which I appreciate.
So my highlights are Free Smoke, Passion Fruit,
Hey.
Blem, 4422. I liked Teenage Fever. I don't know if that's a big shout out though. Portland's really good. Or no,
Portland's okay.
hold on, which one is it? No, the Skepta interlude going into Portland was really good.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Skepta.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy
Yeah.
Skepta.
Yeah,
Dude,
my
I gotta
bad.
see a grime artist before I stop going to shows.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just gonna be honest. Like everything leading up to "Lose You," maybe a one or two songs outside of that, fucking fire. I would have been really happy if he just literally just cut the last 7 songs. This did not need to be 22 songs, but
Except for the closer.
Yeah.
except the closer. Yeah, do not
Because that's
Disturb's
the
pretty
best
good.
song on the whole album.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I think it's better than Views. I think it's.
That's
as
where
a
we
whole,
differ.
As a whole, yeah. For me personally,
Yeah.
as a whole, it's not better than Nothing Was the Same, but other than that, it's his best work. But I
Wrong.
will say that Drake cannot make a full album good. Like, he just needs to cut some fucking tracks.
I disagree with that too.
Really?
I feel like if you're reading this now, it's too late. I feel like that was a solid album.
Yes.
Yeah.
If I was like...
Whether you come down to it's a mixtape or an album, I
Yeah.
think like as a whole that is pretty
It's
cohesive
solid.
and pretty
it's,
solid.
it's the most
throughout.
cohesive, yes.
Yeah.
And the more I go back to it, the more I enjoy it.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
I
For
think
sure.
it just goes hard. It's like his most hard, like...
Even the tracks I don't like the most, I like them.
album, and what do you give him?
He gave him a rap
mixtape.
album.
No, a rap mixtape.
A trap album.
A trap album.
That's
Because
what it was.
no,
It's like what Logic did.
no, but
That's
what
true.
Logic did that.
Well, no,
wasn't
he
an album
gave.
either. That
Yeah,
was a
he did like
mixtape.
an in between album.
Bro, who the fuck cares what it's called, man? Like, I just don't.
I
give a
agree.
shit.
Yeah, I feel like mixtapes
Like,
and albums.
This
just,
isn't. This
Well, I mean,
isn't.
one-
This
one-
is an album. This is a playlist.
Well, I mean
Who
to say
the
why
fuck
I care about the
cares?
difference.
But Luther
No.
is right though.
Well, there's a difference between an album and a mixtape. I'd say more than anything.
Mixtape. Only difference I consider between a mixtape and an album, because I've heard, like you're talking about, if you're reading this, it's too late. I've heard so many rappers, and J. Cole is one of the biggest examples, where their mixtapes are fucking fire, but their albums are aight. The only thing I consider
Meek
between
Mill.
is mixtapes are supposedly supposed to be free, and albums you pay for.
Yeah.
And the only reason I even point that out for Drake is because on So Far Gone, which is a mixtape, he goes, people, something, everybody going crazy because I almost made $1 million off a mixtape. He even says, and that's what Drake is known for, is charging money for mixtapes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the only
But he just calls them mixtapes.
Well, oftentimes mixtapes come out like between albums or before an album, and sometimes mixtape songs end up on an album.
But what's crazy
Yeah,
though is,
true.
to be real with you on a technical level, if you're reading this, it's already too late. It's technically an album, but it has more of that mixtape vibe. And the only reason it's technically an album is because if it isn't under the category of an album, Drake would still have to be under, what is it, the Young Money?
Birdman's label.
Yeah, Young Money, Cash Money, Bitch, or whatever it is called.
YMCMB.
Yeah, he would still have to be under it if you're reading this, it's already too late. That's why it's titled that. It's literally his letter to Birdman. If you're reading this, it's already too late. I've left your label.
Yeah.
So
Which
What do
adds
you
like
think?
another layer of
Yeah.
importance to that
Yeah.
album. I think.
So what do you think of this?
Honestly,
More Life.
I mean, yeah, we can go with the people who are more positive on it, and then Greg and Gabe
Hey,
can just shit
lay into it.
on it.
Hey, me and Greg a
Shit
team.
on it.
Iconic. Another one.
another
I'm
one?
just gonna accept my role as DJ Khaled in the group. Fuck
All
it,
right,
I'm
so me,
Greatest.
my top 3 Drake albums goes Nothing Was the Same, and I've honestly started to consider that Nothing Was the Same will probably be his best work ever.
Same.
Like, I honestly have to say that might be his prime was when he was making music back in the day, because all the features he was on too, every one of those artists are still, most of those artists, the money they've made was because of that Drake feature. Migos, Versace.
Versace. Hey.
Yeah. But
Woo!
so it goes for me, the top 3 Drake albums is
Nothing was the same.
Nothing Was the Same. Then I have to go with So Far Gone
I'm
because
just not a big fan of his
oh dude,
early
I
stuff
love
at all.
I love So Far Gone.
Really?
So far Guns really good.
You don't like any of his early stuff?
What about Take Care?
I don't mean.
Oh, I mean, sorry,
Yes,
not
that.
Thank You Later.
I don't like Thank Me
Later.
Later
I
that
don't
much.
like.
You don't like
Thank
it?
Me Later.
Wow.
I like
I like
honestly,
Thank
I
Me
like
Later
Thank
a
Me
lot.
Later more than So Far Gone.
Totally disagree.
Oh,
But
bro,
teach his own.
So Far Gone is fire.
I'd say Think Me Later is probably his worst work.
Oh, dude, no.
What?
No.
We're about to get into
Me
it.
and
right
Greg
now.
are so in sync
Unless
with
I
I'm-
know we
unless
are,
I'm
really.
missing something. Hold on. Let me just go to all his stuff.
But no, yeah, it goes Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah, finish your.
So Far Gone, and honestly, More Life. And the only reason I consider More Life that high up is because
Gabe and I agree on like everything.
Mm-hmm.
More Life literally takes the same sort of vibe he's been trying to show people since So Far Gone, mixing it with Drake maturing in his musical efforts, which is, even though Greg hates it, going more on that weird
Dance hall.
that Islander dance hall
Islander,
stuff. Yeah.
Real quick,
And-
when did he become Jamaican? I think it was Dominican.
yeah.
Real quick,
Hold
though.
on. Yeah, because
Yo,
everything.
yo.
When the fuck did this nigga become Jamaican?
Well, he was crazy.
He's not from Barbados.
Have you ever listened to any other Canadian rapper?
No.
Dude, I don't
I
know
have.
what it is with Canada, but they just all love that weird Islander thing.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess it's
I mean,
like...
it sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
I
digging
like
it.
it. I like it, but then again, I'm Dominican.
Like, I'm
so-
not bashing it. I'm just saying, like...
I think he should go more on that end than he should with his rapping.
Oh,
At
No,
least in
'cause-
his next release.
I like when he raps with that stuff.
No, this dude came out
Yes.
speaking Spanish and
But the
shit. Now
pro-
he's just speaking, like, the dialect of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Bro, because you gotta understand,
I feel like this dude has a identity crisis.
it's not that he's...
No, I think he just. I don't think he cares about rapping as much as he used to.
He doesn't have an identity crisis. It's like one of the articles I read was somebody was reviewing More Life, and they're like, something. They keep like, they talk about the album, and at the end of the album, they go, but the only question that we still haven't been able to answer is, what fucking island is Drake from? But
It's
I
one of
mean,
them.
dude, he literally just fucks with the Caribbean in general.
Hey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
It's
just
making cool
switches up his style depending on where he has a house currently.
True.
Maybe come
No,
back to
but
the
seriously,
A.
like I just feel like his rap is getting ever since. If you're reading this, it's just been meh. I didn't think Views had that much.
No, not really.
In the rap game. I don't think More Life even does either. I think every time he tries to go hard on these both albums, feels like I've heard it before from him.
Which is more typical, like Drake. It's just
Oh, no,
Drake.
see,
It's just more and more.
You're not
Drake,
expecting him
but
to
at
change
that-
the rap game. It's
yeah.
just
but
he's
like
just
at
adding
that
to
point-
it.
At that point, though, then why even be part of the rap game when your other shit's fucking good.
He's never. You see, you want to hear what's crazy too? Is that's another thing that fans have thrown him into is because of back in the day, like Nothing Was the Same. The bars he spit on Nothing Was the Same is the reason why, in a way, he made If You're Reading This Already Too Late. Because what
They
everybody's
just kept to play. They wanted a rap album.
not even the bars off Nothing Was the Same. Bars off Take Care. Everybody's like, bruh, Drake, drop a rap album. He drops Nothing Was the Same, and everybody's like, dude, we wanted a rap album, but this is still fire. Drop a rap album. And what does he drop next? If You're Reading This Already Too Late, which is as close as he'll ever get to rap. And that's not even really
But like,
that
just
much
keep
of a
it at
rap
that.
album.
Like, dude, it's a good enough album to keep it.
Oh,
like,
he will keep it at
you know?
that because he doesn't care what people say.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
does, though.
it's like
think
Gambino.
so?
Gambino is
Just
like
that interview saying he cares about when people call him emotional. He doesn't. He hates being called emotional.
But he is.
I know that's the thing. Like
He
that's,
has been since day one.
honestly,
Yeah,
I think Drake
yeah.
is better when he's an emotional rapper.
I agree.
But
as
hey,
an emotional rapper. But if you can't do that, if you can't keep writing that, then don't write it anymore. You know, it's like when bands that talk about really depressing shit get fucking big, and they're like, we just can't make it anymore because we're happy.
Nirvana.
You know? Well, no, he fucking blew his brains out. That's why they stopped.
Yeah, because of that reason.
no.
Nah,
Yeah, but
that's a
they're-
whole different story, bro.
Courtney Love Blues brand.
Yeah.
But going
or
back
help
to
them.
back to More Life though,
Should
there's
never.
literally like an excerpt of a like voicemail that his mom left about
Yeah.
him being depressed
Yeah, she's like, I hate
or
this shit
being
you're talking about.
negative.
Being
yeah.
very negative as
Right.
recently, and she's saying like being like that is not the best thing to do, and that's what I'm saying. Like passion fruit. I mean, like he's just like, dude. I just think right now Drake is making better music when the shit just doesn't matter and it's just fun to listen to.
But I feel like Drake, his best stuff is when he has a purpose, when he has like meaning to it. This is like
But-
you said, this
and
is him
that's what
having
I'm
fun.
confused
This
by
is him
is
having
because-
fun with it, but it's not. It's okay.
But like,
It's just okay.
but like, why can't you have fun in like that? And this is my issues. People are like, you can't be like. The argument is you're basically saying that you can't be happy and make music about being happy.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying
Because
he makes
that's what
better
his music's
things
about.
when he's depressed, when he's going through something.
Hey,
He's just saying it's better quality.
yeah.
Because like if he wanted to write a pop song, he could. But
Yeah.
the thing is when he tries to write a pop song, it's like almost there, in my opinion.
like passion fruit and stuff like that.
I mean,
I
I
wouldn't
can't
really
even
consider
I can't
Passion Fruit
even
a
like
pop
remember
song.
It's the third song.
the
It was
songs
very,
from this
like,
playlist
funky.
because they don't stand out to me. That's what
See, I
Gabe
think-
and
I
I are
think-
kind of on the same
And
wave about.
I mean, like, I agree with that to an extent, but I guess it's the polar opposite of which ones you deem like boring and which ones you deem are good. Because I
You wanna
think
hear-
everything, anytime he raps on this, I get bored.
No, yeah. I mean, his raps are weak on this.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy though is what Greg just said, where he goes, "I can't remember any of the song titles on this playlist."
Except for two.
I'm on that with views.
No, I'm on the same feeling as you, as More Life, but at the same time, I feel like that's the way Drake
Wanted it to be.
wanted it to be. That's why he titled it a playlist.
Because it's more about a feeling and a
It's-
mood. Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
and
It's
that's-
more about the thing as a whole.
See,
Yeah.
that's why I like More Life.
The
Is it-
transitions are kind of cool. How
No,
like
that's
each
what I'm
song
saying.
rolls
Yeah,
into.
so
it
well
just-
until that
just-
last
yeah.
third, and
Yeah.
the last third just shits on itself.
Honestly,
That's true.
see, me, I think if he were to, he put 22 songs. I only think only reason he put 22 songs on here is because he also put some throwaway tracks in here. Because like he says in his last thing, he's literally trying to just find himself between now and when he drops music again in 2018.
Yeah,
Summer
I'll give him
2018.
that. But is he charging for this?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
But then the fucking bullshit.
Is this
No,
what? Is this
That's my
technically an
issue.
album?
If this was if it's throwaway, bro, don't make people pay for it.
See,
if
I-
you're gonna say the shit I'm giving you right now is throwaway, then why should you be charging for
Yeah.
it?
it should
No.
be.
I'm not saying the whole thing is throwaway. What I'm
No,
saying is
but
like
then-
a couple of the songs.
Then do an album, release the stuff you don't deem as a throwaway.
Oh, like the
and then
B-sides.
release a fucking EP little mixtape with 7-8 songs and
I
say
agree.
these are the throwaway tracks.
Well,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You know,
Who put it out? Like, is it under a label or anything?
October.
It's
1st.
under Young Money Cash Money.
Yeah, it's an album.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But,
saying. Like,
see-
it is an album. Like,
I've
The-
been telling you.
The only songs,
well,
I
I've been
can
saying
honestly
it. I've been
say-
calling it an album
Thank you.
since I've been talking to you.
the only part
And
where
then making fun of it and saying quote unquote playlist. Yeah.
No, hey, dude, I will still stand by it. That out of everything he's released, you can say this is a playlist for the only reason where is he gives Skepta a song. It's literally like you're listening to a playlist where you've added random songs of music you like. This is literally like Drake going, "Hey,
That's true.
this is like the vibe I'm trying to show you, and with this playlist is this vibe. That's why Sampa's on it. And even though on some versions he's not credited, no one else, Drake is not on that song one bit.
Nope.
And then the Skepta
Is he
one,
making the beat though? Do we know that?
No, I don't think.
I don't know.
mean,
I would
if
say Drake
anybody's-
makes his own beats.
No, yeah. If anybody's
Yeah,
looking
so it's
at
probably
the beat,
made
it's
by
40.
Yeah.
a producer.
Yeah,
And then-
I don't know. I don't know nothing about that with Drake. So
I mean, Sampha does make beats with his own music, but I don't know if he wrote that song.
yeah, whatever whoever did was dope.
See, tracks 16 through 20 is what I don't really mess with.
Let me see. Hold
Yep.
on.
Yeah.
16 through
I'd say
20.
16 through 21. 22 is literally the only one after.
I mean, dude, since
I like
way
21
back, I'll
I like
fuck with
21,
since way
22.
back and Do Not Disturb. Other than that, like you can just throw all that shit away, especially Glow.
Glow sucks.
I don't like Glow.
Dude, fuck Glow.
I didn't. Yeah, lose you can't have everything. See, can't and out of all those,
Even Ice
can't have
Melts.
Everything is
I like
probably
Ice
the.
Melts.
The other problem,
I
like,
like, I like
I
Thugger though.
hated
So.
it.
yeah,
Since
yeah.
I'm
way
not too.
back is fucking hard though.
Huh,
Since way back with Party Next Door.
bruh, I skipped
I don't-
that song.
I don't like
love
it.
that song.
And
Dude.
also, it wasn't "Fake Love" the single. I fucking hated that.
That's like the new
I don't like that
it grew on. I will
I mean,
say
it's catchy.
yeah, it's
that's
just
what
a
I'm
pop
saying.
song.
By the time I was like, oh, this is catchy, but like it's forgettable.
It's Hotline Bling just 2.0.
No, Hotline Bling was so much better than that.
I agree,
I'm sorry,
but this
Yeah.
is this album's
Yeah.
Hotline Bling.
Yeah, yeah.
okay. That yes, but I still wouldn't say it's Hotline Bling 2.0.
Okay,
I'd
fair
say
enough.
I'd say it is this album's because I
Okay.
think those are two different things. Yeah, because Hotline Bling, I still think Hotline Bling's a good song.
And then one last
Shout out
point
to
I do
Views.
want to put out
Yeah,
on all of Drake's albums. See, I don't really mess with Views because I feel like Views is really his most uninspired work.
yeah.
But at the same time, I got the vibe he was
It's
trying
20
to throw out.
songs.
It's
Yeah.
22.
No,
No,
Views
Views
is 20.
is.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
all of
It's
them
like another
hits.
like super long album, and
Great.
it ends with Hotline Bling. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Well, that was
No,
a bonus song though.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it
true.
It's supposed
That's
to end
true.
with Views.
Yeah.
you're right.
Views
But-
good though.
Talking about Views though. See, I don't mess with
Song
Views because I feel like it's uninspired and like whatever flow, like what Greg's talking about, like where most of the songs are like dance hall and then it's like this other stuff where it's like the transitions are really weird.
They're drastic.
Yeah.
Also, me and Gabe were talking about this. Controller and One Dancer, like, aren't they right next to each other?
Yeah, they
Or
are.
is it-
They
They
are.
are.
What? Why?
One
Yeah.
after the
Why
other.
wasn't one
They
on
should
one
have been
half of the
spread. I
album
agree
and
with you
then on the
100%.
other
They should have
half?
been spread out.
Yeah,
No,
the songs
and see-
literally sound the same.
That's why I like No More. I mean, not No More.
More Life.
More Life. More than
See,
Views
and
because
that-
it's the
yeah.
same thing, but everything just flows.
And see, and this is another thing I want to bring
Good
up
point.
too is I think now I know why I like More Life more is because what you said, it's a mood piece. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Is the actual thing is what he's saying better than what he was saying in Views? I don't know. Like
I wouldn't even say it
I can't.
is.
But I don't think that's a good argument to begin with because I think the actual lyrical content in the past two releases for him have been the worst lyrical content he's ever had.
Agreed.
But like,
yeah.
but like in More Life, it doesn't matter because it's making you feel a certain way. It's just making you feel a certain way, and then the lyrics are just gonna make, dude. Like you guys are all like trashing it, but if you listen to this album more and more, there's gonna be songs you're just gonna latch onto and just start singing.
Oh yeah, I've already
Kind of like
listened.
how we're
Yeah,
saying
of course.
Kind of like how we're seeing with Fake Love, and I think that's where Drake is going to, man. Like he
Yeah.
just wants to have fun. He's like, dude, I can't talk about depressing shit anymore because that shit's not happening to me as much. So instead of fucking quitting the game and just leaving it as is, I'm just gonna make whatever the fuck I want. Right now, I want to make fun music, and like,
I mean,
dude,
I don't
guess
fault
you
him
as
for
a-
that. I just wish the quality was like more up to par. As
Yeah.
when he writes more intimate,
I think you need
depressing
to listen
kind
to
of
it a little
songs.
bit more.
I agree.
And look at it as through a different lens, I guess, and listen
Dude,
to it.
If
Listen to it in the way he said, to where it is a mood piece.
I mean, I
And if you-
I
and if you
completely
dislike
agree
it-
with that.
yeah,
though.
if you dislike
Like I
it-
would put it on any day over Views personally.
Well, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Gabe's like, what?
Whoa, views.
But
over
like as a
this.
listening experience, yeah. Like if I'm driving home at sunset, I'm gonna put on More Life instead of Views, like because that's
But
But I
getting that
think,
feeling.
I think that's what he's wanting to do.
Put your
with
hand
this.
down.
Sure.
That's why it's called a playlist.
Yeah, I just like I missed the lyrical content and like the flow and
Views had it.
everything of Drake that like was on his earlier records, basically
give
from
you
Take
that.
Care all the way back to
Yeah.
his
Hey,
first.
this goes back
EP.
to what out of everything that Gabe has ever told me, the only thing that he's ever said that makes even a little bit of sense is when he went is
the only thing,
He has to shit on me before he
the
compliments
one
you.
thing.
is when he went and told me, he's like, dude, I honestly wish most rappers' careers would only last 2 years and then they
Yeah.
would never make anything
That's
ever
it.
again.
Or
They
just,
just bring on the
enjoy
new-
it for what it
the
is.
new wave.
Because I feel like rappers, their career just lasts. Jay-Z, for example, way overdue retirement.
Bro,
Yeah,
Jay-Z hasn't said anything meaningful since the Black album.
I agree.
It's like Ti.
Dude, honestly, the Black
It's like
album,
T.I.
it
trying
may
to come
be.
back and make an
Yeah,
album.
Blueprint
Right?
3.
T.I.
Maybe.
like dead serious, but
Yeah, T.I.'s got to quit now.
Yeah, it's like stop, please.
That's why I'm glad Eminem stopped where he stopped at.
Like we can respect you and you can totally be a face in the industry, but like don't make.
There's
another
nothing wrong with
album.
features here and then, but actual albums is like where you got to stop, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. I guess I just look at it differently to where like I guess because you've seen it so much, like I mean, just expect that then, man, and like just take those albums for what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like
and
it's
just
an
go-
okay album.
Yeah, but like I guess I'm just saying is like just accept, dude. You're not getting that Drake anymore. So try to like this new Drake, and if you don't, it sounds like you don't like it as much. You can do that, but I mean, like, I guess because I came in here late. I came into the Drake game late, so like I'm not big on his older stuff, and I think it's just the sound of it. I wasn't listening to it when it came out.
It's too emotional.
No,
It,
I don't
it
like-
really is.
I'm not big on the beats.
No, yeah,
I'm
like
not big-
production wise,
yeah,
it
the
shows
production
it shows its age.
is yeah, and I think it was a product of its time in regards to if
Yeah.
you had to I think you had to have listened to that when it came out and when it was big for you to actually enjoy it. I missed that. So that's why like I don't really talk about those albums or give my opinion because like I just don't feel like my opinion's really much like it doesn't have like a grain of salt to it, you know? I can't stand it next to you guys who are listening to it, you know, when that shit was like, you know, everywhere. But I can say like, you know, listen to Take Care, and I want to. Me and Gabe, he's not big on Nothing That's the Same. I love it, and basically switch that with Take Care. I'm gonna listen to Take Care by the next podcast. He's gonna listen to Nothing Was the Same in full by the next podcast, and we're gonna probably talk about this again.
Which is crazy though, how you like Take Care more than Nothing Was the Same, and then Views more than More Life. Because the way I see it is both those albums. The second one is just him doing what he was doing before,
But more.
and just perfecting it, and like it's even better.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in a
Yeah.
way, yes, but I feel like the
It's the
previous, the
original.
two previous albums just have more like subject to it. There's more. Like,
Oh, see, I feel
there.
that's
I
why I
see,
like
I-
Nothing Was the Same.
That's
Because
what I was about to say, dude. Like, I think you really need to listen to Nothing Was the Same again because you say that like
Because there's
Drake
so
is-
much
Drake
in
is the
Take Care,
best.
dude.
But there's
Dude, see,
so
the
much
way
in
I
Nothing
see
Was
it,
the
though,
Same too.
Yeah, I feel like Take Care is the one where he's like, dude, I have to really try, and like, I have to really try because I'm trying to make it big. Nothing Was the Same.
It's
He's
him not
made it
caring
big,
anymore.
and he's just like, dude, like,
I'm just gonna make music about my feelings.
But like I
Yeah.
said, like I told Greg, not Greg, Nathan, I'll listen to it again
yeah.
by next podcast, and we'll talk about it.
yeah,
But dude, I don't know what it is about Take Care. It's just the beats,
fine.
the flow, his lyrics, everything just hits me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, I feel you. I feel you on the.
That's why we're saying
both,
we
like,
want you to
Nothing Was
listen
the
to
Same
Nothing
and
Was the
Take
Same.
Care.
Yeah.
But I just feel like the way he hits you, and Nothing Was the Same. You're just like, bro. I didn't think you could do this a second time and better.
But he's
Okay, fair enough.
he's basically just taking the same swings, but he's perfected those swings.
Yeah.
He's been in the gym like getting ready for the fight, dude.
Yeah.
So he's stronger than ever, and like that's what Nothing Was the Same is like. And see, this is maybe this is why I'm not a big fan of Take Care. I listened to Nothing Was the Same before I listened to Take Care. So when I listened to Take Care, I was like, this just seems like a weaker version of Nothing Was the Same. to me.
I can see that point of view.
Yeah.
Because I listened to Take Care the day it came out.
And I think you like Take Care because I mean nostalgia is a powerful thing, but it's also the first. It's OG compared to Nothing Was
Yeah.
the Same. So I mean, like, let's see, but the lyrical content is different, I think, in those two, but they're getting the same feeling across.
Yeah, I
that-
see that. I
yeah.
get that.
And that's why we're so confused when you're like Drake's the best when he's his most emotional. I'm like, dude, then why are Views and if you're reading this, it's too late. Your second and third favorite because Nothing Was the Same. In hindsight, is as lyrical driven as Take Care. That's
Yeah.
why I was confused with your top three.
But Views is honestly
Why do
really,
you love Views so much? That's
Views,
the question
Dude,
here.
Views
Yeah,
is
dude.
so emotional.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but it's emotional. Okay,
Redemption.
you can say it's emotional,
Fire and Desire.
but I can tell you that lyrical
Yeah.
content is fucking
Yeah.
garbage.
It's
that's what
okay. It's Drake trying to regain what
Bro,
Take Care was.
I can be as
It's kind of like what
emotional as I
Eminem
want.
did with the Slim Shady
Yeah.
LP2. I mean, sorry, Marshall Mathers LP2 with the Marshall Mathers LP1. It's the same thing, but Drake kind of made it work. If that
I
makes
don't
sense.
know, man. I really don't think that album is as emotional as you're saying it is.
Right.
Especially compared to Nothing Was the Same, and especially compared to Take Care. Like I'm talking to like he fucking hit a grand slam when it comes to emotions. When it comes to those 2 albums,
Yeah.
and he fucking hit like a fucking single, a grand like
Nah, bro,
single.
He bunted that
Dude,
shit. while
honestly-
he was-
Yeah,
for
dude,
views, that
honestly,
shit.
Like View
I
was
could
the
sing-
emotionalist other than More Life, but like I don't even think it's emotionalist. I don't think More Life is emotionalist because it's talking about more life.
It's not emotionless, but it's not as emotional as
like,
the other albums
but
were.
being
It's him
happy-
having. It's like
but
it's him
you
having fun
rephrase
with it.
It's not as sad.
Okay,
I don't-
it's not.
I don't think saying it's not as emotional is a good argument because happy is an emotion, and I think he's portraying happiness in More Life than any album he's done before.
And you know what's crazy too is I feel like More Life is like the same thing I was seeing the other day on Reddit, which I thought was so funny. Was some guy was like, so many Future fans out here quoting Future and all this stuff.
Hendrix,
Yeah, while he's
Percocet,
Hey.
Molly
That's what I was
Percocet.
gonna say. While he's over here telling his fans like, dude, I'm really depressed and I'm taking all these drugs and I'm pretty much in a way trying to kill myself. But hey, it's good. And everybody's like, yeah, Future, keep drinking
make
that
it
lean.
easy.
Keep drinking that
Keep making
lean.
Keep killing yourself.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we sit here and like, yo, dude, your music was good when you're fucking depressed, man. You gotta be more depressed, man. He's like, dude, like, don't you want me to be successful? Yeah, dude. Well, I'm happy and I'm successful. But bro, your music sucks, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying is like, you gotta realize.
It's a give and take with artists.
Well,
like
then
that.
switch it
but
and make
then-
it confidence.
Yeah.
But I think More Life
yeah.
is confidence. Then I think that's my argument.
More life is just him trying to make hits on every song and
I
just
don't think
not
it's
working
hits.
properly.
Because if it was hits, he would have been on every single track. But he let the mood just sit with like 4422
Yeah.
and just let it be. He could have totally put he could have totally put a bar.
Yeah,
he could have totally put a
he really
verse
could at the end.
at the end of 4422. But you know what he did? He said, "Fuck it, dude. The song's
Because
good
that's
enough."
what he did and Nothing Was the Same. When Sampha was on Nothing Was the Same, he let Sampha go for a while and then he spit a bar and then the song just ends.
Yeah, because that's all he needed. He's like, "Bro, the mood's there. The emotion is there. I don't need to add anything to this because the emotion's already there." Like, and if he wanted to make it big, he would have featured himself on all of them. If he wanted to make it big, every single song would have sounded like fucking One Dance.
And then even some of the songs, like he only says like a couple words and then it's like the rest of the people on that song.
Yeah, dude. Like,
But the
this
thing is, he's
literally-
not trying to make it big. He's already big.
Right.
But
Yeah.
just because he's trying to make a hit doesn't mean he has to be in it.
See,
You see what
But
I'm
see,
saying?
I think the biggest
But see,
hits
that's-
are the
this is
ones
why I
when
agree
he's
with, like-
in it the most.
No,
yeah,
but
because that's the other disappointing thing for me
What?
on this playlist is the features. Because
Yeah.
I like really enjoy a lot of these artists on the features, but I don't think their parts are as good as like their other music.
Like Kanye. I mean that.
I mean, yeah, but
Dude,
like,
that
whole
was
Or
a
even
track.
my boy-
but honestly,
disappointing
I'm a
fucking
bigger fan of
disaster.
Travis Scott and
Yeah.
Quavo and
Yeah.
Young Thug on here. I mean, that's kind of biased because I'm from Atlanta.
the one with
and
was it?
I I enjoyed their style of trap music or like
Yeah.
southern.
I don't
trap.
like it. I think all those features, other than the Quavo and Travis Scott
What
one.
I will
on,
say, though-
No, I like the one with 2 Chainz and then
Yeah, I
Thugger.
like the Two
Yeah.
Chains and Thugger one. That is, yeah.
Sacrifices.
Yeah.
That one's
I like
good.
that one.
I
That
didn't
was
like
alright.
Ice Melting. I hate that song.
Oh no,
hate it,
I
dude.
like
I
Ice
hate it.
Melting,
Yeah.
but I will say,
Every time.
where is it? Portland is.
I'm not a big fan of
Quavo
Portland.
and
Portland is
Travis.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't like any of the features on that song, but like I said, I've listened to this album at least like 4 times now, and I've grown to like the Travis Scott stuff after listening to what he's saying.
Okay.
But that's just me though. That's just me. I'm already biased to Travis just
Yeah.
because
He's
he's only born like 2 days away from me. So.
and he's all melodic. Like all he does is
Yeah.
melodic stuff. So
But I also like
He's a
like
good singer.
Drake. I like
Yeah, he
Drake
really is.
doing this and going like, dude, I'm not gonna rap on this, or I'm not even gonna be on this as much. I don't need to. And if that's what his perspective was on it, I think he did it. I think
See,
he did it well. And like,
But that's what I miss from this album is his input. Like when I was listening to this, when I first listened to this the entire time, I was like, "Where the fuck is Drake?"
But I mean, okay,
Where-
You want to
Where
hear what's
is
crazy?
he?
I just
though?
feel like okay.
Where
I'm gonna be
is
honest.
he?
You guys are like the rap community is probably the most vicious community
Bro.
out of all of them, dude. You guys literally get a
Gabe's
fucking
representing the
album?
entire
Yeah.
rap community right now.
Right?
No, but listen to this. You
Hey,
and he
say
can
what you have to
attest
say, and
this.
then I have to give
Yeah.
you a point that is just gonna shatter Gabe's world. But go ahead.
Yeah, dude, and like Greg can attest to it, dude. You guys get albums every fucking year by these guys,
Yeah.
True.
dude.
Yeah,
when was
we
the
have to
last
wait
time
like
The Cure made the album?
yeah,
Like
we have to
9
wait like
years ago.
3 to 5
9
years
years
for
ago,
rock
bro.
bands to come out
Like-
with albums.
Like,
Damn.
bro,
But
like
I would say
by the time you get the album you want by them by Drake, You have 8 albums to fucking listen to. You
of
know?
like 20 songs each.
Yeah, dude. And then I'm sitting here like waiting for 9 tracks by Tesseract.
Yeah.
And it's fucking year 3, and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? You
but-
can't even get a 10th song on the album. You can't
Sorry
even get
guys,
double
we're working
fucking
real
digits?
hard in the studio right now.
Yeah.
We're working real
and,
hard.
and you're sitting here going, yeah, this hour and a half playlist just isn't enough for me, man. Like, I'm not getting enough Drake in here. And I'm just like, bro,
Bro,
it's
there's
been
never enough Drake.
Bro, I think it's been less than a year since fucking Views came out, and you just got 22 tracks.
It is.
It has been less than a year.
It has been less than a year.
Luther, what do you gotta say?
Okay, on here it's crazy how he goes, bruh, I need more Drake. I need more Drake. As soon as Drake goes, what I'm about to drop is a playlist. You know who I want to? You know who I thought of immediately? Someone who, if Gabe had never even listened to, he probably wouldn't even like rap. The only other person who will drop albums under his name, but yet is for the most part only really featured, the Doc.
That's
Right.
different though.
You hear this guy?
That's different
You
though.
hear
That's
this guy?
different. That's different. Because here's the thing. Dr. Dre from the beginning did not have solo. Drake, okay, we'll take it all the way back to his mixtape, to his albums, was Drake spitting bars, almost barely no features. Dr. Dre from the beginning, in a rap group with other people rapping, has never had like a solo album. Oh, sorry about
No,
that.
you're good. You're good.
No,
keep
going.
going.
We like the heat.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I love this.
it's
This is
different.
so good.
Dre is known for this. Every album Dre drops is him literally putting on a new artist.
But you're telling
Snoop,
me,
Eminem, Kendrick.
but you're telling me right now,
Weekend.
if you were
Yeah.
on, if you were on
Yeah.
Drake's level right now, right? You just came off of doing Views, and
Literally, probably the biggest streamed album of all fucking
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, 'cause
and
it's
then
greatest.
you're sitting, which Drake. What I'm pretty sure I can already picture what Drake does after an album. He's sitting there looking at just the levels going, and to the left of him is 40 messing with the stuff, and 40's like, "What you trying to do next?" He's like, "Yeah, you know what I'm feeling right now? Doing some Dre type shit." You're telling me you wouldn't go for it, bro. You're telling me
Okay,
you wouldn't
but-
go for it.
But then say that from the beginning. This album does not give you that impression.
Bro, he
As
did
soon-
say it from the
Yes,
beginning.
it
He
says
says
a
it's a playlist.
playlist, and anytime somebody's interviewed him, he keeps
bro.
going. Like,
Yes, dude. I even knew this going into this, that this would be a different Drake
yes.
album, whatever you want to call it.
I'm not trying to
Release.
accept this Drake. Very
Okay,
bad
then
views.
that's a different argument. You're giving a whole different argument than saying you just don't like this side of Drake.
I'm not-
No, you're saying like he's doing something that he's not saying. Like, dude, he put the painting on the wall, man. Like he was like, dude, this is what I'm doing. This is what this release is
Dude,
gonna
the
be.
cover art is
This
of
is
his
not
dad.
another.
I wonder.
Views.
I
Yeah,
wonder
but
if I would like felt differently about this if he had done this instead of Views. Like if this
I
had
think you
come
would've
out
liked it.
like a playlist, yeah, I would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I may not like this, but at least like I get this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe the next album will be totally different from this.
Yeah.
But like instead, he put out Views where he was like, "Huh, here's what I'm trying to
It's-
do.
it's
You
the
guys
fact
like
that he
dance
did-
hall, right? Yeah."
And I'm like,
and then he's like, "Okay, here's a
no,
playlist."
No.
It's because he's been doing this so long that all of a sudden he just switches. I mean, there's nothing wrong with switching
Like,
your flow.
I
and
know,
your
but like
style
we're
up.
talking like this dude
But-
has over 100 songs and like
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
yeah, I would
and
rather
fucking
him take the
Pink
year
Floyd-
off
Yeah.
and work on like an album again.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what he's doing. That's what he told you. Like, that's what
He
he
said he'll
literally.
be back 2018.
Bro, you heard? Did you hear
Like
what
he
said,
doesn't
though?
need money. He doesn't need album sales. Like
Yeah.
But like when
Work
he's not
on your
making
craft
his,
right
that's what
now.
I'm saying, dude. He's also if he's not making the beats, like dude, this shit's being like just thrown at him then, and he's just picking his best beats.
You know what? You know how I see this is when Drake was off of Take Care, he made a shit ton of features, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then he told everybody he was gonna chill for a second. Then he dropped Nothing Was the Same. And by chill for a second, it's Drake. What does Drake do?
yeah, he
usually
doesn't know
af-
how to chill. That's
That's
the
what I'm saying.
problem.
What does he do usually after he drops an album? He goes, "All right, cool. I'm not gonna drop any more songs, but I'm about to feature the fuck out of everybody's music." No, dude. He said he's taking a break. He said he's taking the summer off, which means no features from Drake. We're not even gonna hear a Drake song till 2018.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out in 2018.
Until someone disses him again.
Yeah,
Then you
that's
know
what
he
I'm-
has to come
And
out
then
with a
me
diss
and
track.
Drop that.
Bro, but he dissed Meek in this
God.
in the playlist too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Those
said,
Meek Mill diss songs are so good though.
Back
They really
to-
are.
Even
Those-
the voicemail
those
thing from
memes,
his
though.
mom or whatever was basically a fucking shout out to him dissing everybody.
Yeah.
Like she was basically like, "Hey, you don't have to sit here and talk shit about everybody who doesn't like you."
But he's like, "Ma,
But ma,
Hey,
they're
yo,
coming
Ma.
for the
but
throne."
ma, I can make $2 million off this fucking diss track. And she goes, "Huh, $2 million?
I could use a second Lamborghini.
Yeah, yeah." And she goes, "I'll let it slide this time." but let me get featured on your next.
I can buy you
mixtape."
another house.
But,
and he goes, "It's not a
Another one.
mixtape, Mom. It's a playlist."
But
That's
Greg,
my issue. That's my biggest issue with the album.
what he keeps calling it a playlist?
bruh? It's an album, bro. Your people are paying for it. It's an album.
No, true.
You know? But it's like
I think he just wanted to do
I
that
still- but
to
me
set the
personally-
mood. For
set the
it.
mood. It's
Yeah,
well,
and it's different. It's different,
it's
I
right?
think it's
different.
cool.
I'll give,
That's
no,
just
I'll
me,
give you
though.
that.
Especially for the industry.
It's,
like
it's more. I would say it's more accepting to me than saying that if you're reading this is too late is a mixtape and not an album, because like you're paying for it, dude. It's not a mix.
Oh no, yeah.
Like a mixtape, literally, like the definition of a mixtape is you downloading it for free.
But you
I
wanna
think
hear
again
crazy?
with that
It's
though,
the
it
only
was the
reason-
style and the tone of it because it's all bangers and trap music. Like
Yeah.
it fits more of a
mixtape
mixtape
vibe.
style.
It's-
Yeah,
But it is not a mixtape if it's not a mixtape.
Oh, no,
you know what I
dude.
mean?
See, you're getting caught up with it. Everybody will agree because it's under the title of album. It is an album, but the only reason people keep saying it's a mixtape is because it has that mixtape vibe. No, yeah.
Then say it has a mixtape vibe and not call it a mixtape.
Oh, but dude,
that's
it's,
fair.
you don't
You
understand.
know?
You're talking like how you got mad at Gabe, who's like, bro, these rap artists like drop so many things. When he was
dude.
crazier is
You get
most
like
of these.
100 tracks in 5 years by this dude.
It's not
like,
enough.
And
It's
I'm that's what I'm
not
saying, dude.
enough.
Like
When like 5 of those are actually good.
yeah, fucking
that's,
like
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, literally Dark Side of the Moon, 9 tracks, 1972, and then you don't get a fucking album by them until 1975. Guess how many songs you get by Pink Floyd and Wish You Were Here? 5 fucking
But those songs have
been
been worked and
Five.
worked and reworked over and over into perfection. I feel like rap
is
in
not.
general, it's not. It's just
That's what I'm
you
saying.
make it and it happens. It hits. Okay, cool.
Yo, one take Drake.
That's what they do. They kind of just
One
throw
take Drake.
everything at
One
the
take
wall and see
Yeah,
what sticks.
that's exactly what I'm saying. So, yeah, we make it like 100 tracks from Drake, but are they all good? No.
Well, and that's why you. But like, dude, like you're still getting through and through more and content from him that you like than you are getting someone who makes an album every 4 years. You know, I mean, you might, in hindsight, you know, at the end of the day, be like, which one's your favorite?
But would you rather have an okay album or a great album?
great album?
Okay, so that's the point.
But then you're complaining that you're not getting enough Drake.
I'm not.
That's the issue, though. Is like if you want Drake,
This man's hungry for more
yeah,
Drake.
If you
Always.
want Drake to make a whole album, that yeah,
42 songs in
Yeah.
under
Not
a
enough.
year,
Not
and
enough.
he goes,
I want more Drake.
he goes, 32 of them are garbage.
And then he
though."
asks, and then he's the one that asks. He's the audacity to ask me if I want quality or quantity. Fuck you, bro. Fuck you. Every fucking band I listen to, it's like at least 3 years until we get another
That's white
fucking
people,
album. You know?
That's why people.
Any- white people,
ask
though.
him, dude. Oh, yeah, white people take their.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm
time
waiting
with
for Kendrick to stop doing features though and just
No,
focus.
never,
on
never that.
next
Oh
record.
no, I mean he has to drop an album this year.
No,
He
but
will.
if he keeps doing
He will.
features, he's not gonna focus on a rap.
I mean, how long was it before Matt City and To Pimp a Butterfly? Like 2 years?
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna tell Nathan.
That's what part I
is
think
that
is
in
2
the
years.
rap game, if you don't drop something within 2 years,
You're not relevant.
You're not
Yeah.
relevant, yeah.
But Drake could take a fucking 3-year hiatus.
But
and
that's
that
Drake,
shit.
though.
Oh, dude, if Drake didn't do any features in those 3 years hiatus, he'd be done.
No, he
I don't
would
think so.
not.
I don't
no,
know.
he
I guarantee you,
would
the
not,
day,
bro.
if he'd
He's
been
on
out
a
for 3
different
years
level.
and he dropped the album the day after that, his shit would sell.
Bro,
just to
bro,
people
because
like, oh shit, Drake's
the
back.
thing is
Oh,
yeah,
that-
I think it'd sell even better because
Yeah,
of that.
just because shit's Drake's back. Yeah.
Hey,
It'd be like, bro,
all
you
I'm
even
saying
like
is-
it's like he's a fucking myth at that point. It's like fucking Force
has he been
Awakens.
doing?
It's like, wait, Luke Skywalker? I thought he was a myth. That's what people are gonna be like with Drake. Be like, yo, Jesus Christ is coming back
Our
for
Lord
the
and
second
Savior,
coming.
the
Yeah.
sixth God.
Hey, just
The
remember,
sixth
like you
God.
said, people who like rap are vicious.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, look at Wayne.
You guys are
Look at Wayne.
selfish, man.
Wayne,
Dude, people-
Wayne took a break, made a rock album, and no one has fucked with him since.
Bro, because that rock album was some of the worst shit I've ever fucking
It's
heard.
always a
But
mistake.
dude, at the same time,
I can make a better rock album.
bro. Before he dropped that, he dropped his best album.
Carter 4.
No, the Carter. I'm saying before that, the Carter
Oh,
3
yeah.
drops, and then he drops the rock album. So I'm saying like, bro, I
Was the
remember
rock
that.
album after Carter 3? I thought it was
Yes,
after
it
Carter
was
4.
No, it was after Carter 3.
Damn.
Because he was on his high horse. He thought he could do whatever he wanted.
All right, well then we'll just make sure that Drake doesn't do a fucking rock album. We're good.
That's
No,
different.
what
That's
I'm
making
saying-
a shitty album.
He never.
And
will.
not
shit.
people not fuck. This is him
Yeah, see, I
taking
think
a
there's
break.
I'm gonna give,
No, but
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying,
give him
though,
that.
I'm putting it in this perspective. Him dropping a shitty album doesn't mean anything because it could be like Views, but Views is still considered a rap album. When he dropped a rock album, there were so many people I knew who fucked with Wayne, who was like, bruh, I don't give a fuck about rock. Why am I going to listen to this? So they never listened to that album. Therefore, he didn't drop any content that was relevant to them between the Carter 3 and
Four.
then it was
I'm Not a Human.
yeah, I'm Not a Human.
But like, I also will say that Lil Wayne's sucked since then.
Lil Wayne, that's like you said, Lil Wayne's only.
I think
good in
that's a
features.
different story. I think that's a different, like, you cannot put
No,
Drake
no.
and Lil Wayne in that category because I think Lil Wayne just lost it. Drake,
No.
I don't think has lost
One
it.
thing was crazy
He's
is
just changing.
Wayne didn't lose. Wayne dropped because Wayne is one of those people who just drops so much music. Wayne had dropped from the Carter 3. The rock album sucked. But
Hold on.
I'm Not a
Ask
Human
me
one
or
is
answer
good.
me this.
I think it was like D1 through 3. Dedication 1 through
When
3.
did Wayne get in the game?
Ooh,
Yeah,
90s.
Yeah. That's why.
But bro, he was relevant to 2009. You never see that with rappers.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think that's a good analogy because at that point, dude, like how fucking long
Bro,
are you gonna
it's
stay in this?
2017. Drake has been as hot as he is now since 2009.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. His time is he's literally like a fucking what's it called a sand thing.
See, I don't think he's been as that big. I'd say Take Care is when he got fucking huge. Like he was big, but like Take Care got him on another level.
Yeah, but Take Care was only 2011.
That's fine. That's only 6 years at that point. Then
No, still though. But I'm just saying though.
I mean,
because
2 years and like you guys are saying, 2 years in the rap games, 2 fucking albums. That's 44 songs difference we're talking about right now.
no, yeah, but I'm saying
We're
only reason I'm saying that is because the way I see it is, out of most rappers who were in the 90s, the only people, you can only name probably like a couple people who you'd be like, oh shit, they just dropped the album. I'm gonna listen to this because it actually might be good, which is like Nas, Wu-Tang. Nah, dude, they dropped the album like last year. That shit was garbage.
Tribe Called Quest got big again.
But dude, Tribe hadn't made an album since the 90s.
Right.
But see,
So that's
but
a
then
comeback album.
It's a comeback thing. That's what I'm saying, and
No.
that's why we're saying that if Drake took 3 years,
I mean, they were
No,
with
but
that is
Eminem though.
basically like a decade
You wanna hear what's crazy, though,
Drake
is-
time. You know,
Who other than hip hop heads did you hear talk about the Tribe album? Nobody. I didn't know anybody who listens to Future go, dude, that new Tribe album was good.
but it
I heard-
sold really
I mean,
well.
El's got a point.
Maybe
though.
maybe
'Cause
maybe
it didn't work for
in your-
Eminem either.
Yeah, it didn't work for M.
He
And
could-
M, dude, people, that's most of his songs. He would talk about how all these little kids would listen to him and they just love listening to his stuff.
Yeah.
But the last album he dropped, Marshall Mathers LP2, only hip hop heads listen to that.
Yeah. He's got a point there, but I feel like Drake is on another level.
I think
So
he's
he just
I think
doesn't. It's not just hip hop heads he's
yeah,
into.
yeah.
It's mainstream.
he's everything, dude.
No, I agree
everybody
with you
listens to
guys.
Drake.
No.
That's the difference between him and any other rapper
True.
right now.
Very
Because
true.
but like that's the thing. It's just like Jay-Z was fucking huge, dude.
But
He
no,
was
you wanna-
huge.
you wanna know the
but is
other
he hitting
reason-
Beyonce numbers? No.
God no.
God no, dude.
But the
I looked
only
at how
reason
many
say this
albums.
about
I looked
Drake-
at how many albums he sold. Dude,
What?
it is laughable compared to Drake's like numbers of like
Oh,
amount
Jay
of-
Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z's made more money on business
Yeah.
decisions than music, and that's what I'm saying is like Drake isn't a Jay-Z. He isn't any other rapper. He's a Beyonce. And look how long Beyonce's
He's
been in the
it's
game.
like you say, he's an entertainer. He's
Yeah,
an artist.
Yeah, and
No,
that's what I'm saying. That's why
that's all
I think that's
cool.
why people like The Weeknd, dude. I think The Weeknd unless he dies abruptly, like
What's
because of
up?
fucking drugs or something like that, or he just quits.
But
Like
see
if he
the-
decides to just keep making music for the next 10 years, that dude's just gonna get bigger. And I think the same thing's with Drake. I think the same thing with Beyonce. Beyonce was really big in the early 2000s. I mean, like Destiny's Child, like she was fucking big, and then she went solo and she was fucking big, and then she did a couple more years of solo and she got fucking big, and then one day, she fucking exploded to a whole nother level, to where she transcended almost every other female artist.
God
and guess
level.
what? She's on God level, bro.
Queen level.
Drake's
Hey,
on
Queen Bee.
Drake's on a God level right now, dude.
6 God.
I see. Look, I agree with you that he's on that level.
So-
But at the same time, though, the only other reason I can't agree with you is because the two types of music I listen to primarily are rap.
Yeah.
In country.
No, not country.
Bluegrass.
And,
Folk music.
and EDM,
Oh, okay.
which is one of the fastest growing musics, if not one of the most listen
gonna
to
have-
music by young people today.
And I think it's gonna have one of the biggest. Just it's gonna go off the face of this earth
And
in like
question.
3 years.
Gabe,
I've already talked to you about this.
The Game,
Yeah, what about the game?
his last album.
Yep.
Who did he have feature on there on one of his biggest tracks? Skrillex,
Yeah.
Drake,
But what's your point though? What
No,
are you
no,
trying to say?
Drake, who's
Okay.
the hottest shit ever, right?
Yeah.
Even Kanye,
Mhm.
who loves Kanye. If Yeezus was anything other than a rap album, it'd be an EDM album.
Yeah, I agree. Because the beats.
Well, EDM is kind of influencing all genres right
No,
now.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
influencing pop heavily. It's influencing
Bro, it's even influencing metal.
metal, right?
But,
It's
hey,
influencing hip hop.
But
Greg,
well.
why don't
Still,
you like
what's
why
your
don't you
point,
like
though?
views? Where's Drake trying to go?
Dance
Dance
hall,
hall.
you said.
When has Drake ever done EDM? Dude, as soon as EDM blows up and people like Donnie and Austin take over, those are two people who you guys may not have known. As soon as people
Oh,
like
if you,
Don-
if you
Donnie's
listen
been on
in the
the show.
old days,
No.
they both been on
Yeah.
this.
yeah.
Well, Donnie's been in the
In the
side-
background.
in the background, maybe
he said
maybe
shit.
said a few things here and there, but
But Donnie and
Early
Austin,
days.
We just yell at him.
what do they say most of the time when they listen to music? I'd rather just listen to the beat and not hear the people.
and that's what Drake's doing with More Life.
No, he is, but at the same time,
It's not EDM,
It's still, yeah, it's going more in the dance hall. And bro, unless you live in like northern cities, aka like that's why it's popular in Canada. That's why it's popular in New York. That's why I like.
But
like
see, I don't
reggae
think
and
it's a good
dancehall.
argument. I don't think it's a good argument because EDM doesn't make money off streams and shit like that.
It makes
EDM artists make money off festivals and touring. Drake
Yeah, but if
makes
no
money
one-
on streams. That's why he is doing the dancehall thing because more people will go and stream
dude,
a
I don't think Drake
dancehall.
makes money off streams though. I think he makes money off most of his shows.
Are
Bro,
you
his show-
serious, bro?
His shows are like almost like 100 and
Yeah.
something a ticket.
Summer
How the
16 was
fuck is he not
expensive.
making that money?
No, he's definitely making. Dude, that dude is making million. Honestly, dude, Drake's probably one of the only artists in the world that could live off the numbers he's getting.
Bro, nah, he's living off that.
I do
Bro,
that
agree
Apple
with that.
Music.
I
dude,
do
listen
agree
to me.
with that.
Devin is in a music management thing. She's telling me that the industry has never seen streaming
Like
as
Drake?
high. Dude, he's
Yeah.
quadrupling.
But
More
see,
Life
He's
is already like
listen, he's
way over any
quadrupling
other
the
streaming
second
album.
biggest artists.
No, but I mean that is cool and all. But the way I've seen it, I mean, I don't know. I'm not Devin. I don't know honestly anything much about music. But I know whenever somebody explained to me why, if you really want to support an artist, you go to their concert rather than buying their album because the money. Okay, you pay. 20
No, I
for an
understand
album,
that.
and it filters through the label, and by the time it comes to the actual artist, it's not much. It's the same thing like watching like a YouTube video.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
know
that's
what you
true.
mean.
That's true.
That's
But what
very
Nathan
true.
is saying is
What I'm
he's
saying,
making more
yeah.
money off of streaming than any other artist in the world right now.
Like he
Yeah.
can survive alone
That's
on
what I'm
streaming
saying.
and not
Oh,
do
I'm-
any
I'm-
When you
When
are
you
concerts.
quadrupling the second biggest streaming artist in the world,
True, but I mean,
who
I
the
just
it doesn't matter, dude.
I
It's
just
like,
don't see like a deal working out that way where it's like, hey, you get this. I always see. I
Like
just
you're
feel
not
like-
going to see a tour,
Bro,
like
but
a More Life tour.
okay,
He's
but
not going to do a More Life tour.
No,
No,
but
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Yeah.
like Devin just told me that Chance was paid $500,000 to
per like
no.
million streams.
to get by Apple for Apple to get Coloring Book streaming for 2 weeks earlier than anybody else.
No, you see that's what I'm
But
saying.
bro,
I feel like it's like
Chance,
deals like
Chance
that.
is
though.
pretty popular. Chance is actually really popular. Is he even close to Drake numbers?
No, he's
okay.
indie.
So how much money do you think?
No,
Apple,
what I'm trying to get
Apple
across is
threw.
I don't
How
don't
much-
think it's like it's per the stream. That's what I'm trying to say. I think he signed a deal. Hey, you drop your music with us first. That's it. That is your money. That's flat. I don't think he actually gets like
I think he does.
like
when,
like
when
that
you're
much in
think he
royalties.
gets
bro,
per
bullshit.
listen?
If he's quadrupling
I don't.
the second
That's,
biggest
hey,
person,
I don't know anything about music.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he
Because it's not
gets
just
that
Apple
much
Music, dude.
off
It's
the
Spotify
listens.
and whatever other streaming service he's on.
But I think those are just all just like
yeah.
separate checks. I don't think he
Yeah, but
makes
it
that
still
much money.
go to
by,
him.
like,
Yes,
people
but
keep
if
listening
you
to it.
are, but it doesn't matter if you're not making that much money when you're quadrupling number two.
No, I mean
That
that's
means-
that's a good point to
that
get in there
means-
and be like, yo, I got 4 times more than anyone else who's streaming out there.
Yeah.
Pay me this and this. But I don't see it being pay me this and this plus this, and
I
this
think he
every
is
time of the stream.
because I think he's one of the only
Yeah.
maybe 4 artists in the world right
Oh,
now
hey.
that can do that.
then yeah, that's good.
Because
I mean,
Apple Music got that for exclusively, and you bet your fucking ass Drake signed a deal that gave him millions of dollars from Apple immediately, and millions of dollars from the streams. And guess what? Apple's okay with it. You know why?
Hey, I bet
Because-
they are.
Because they're probably
Ads.
making 70%
Ads,
of
ads,
they're probably
ads.
making 70% of that shit. But dude, if you're one human being and and you're getting 30% of your stream, and you're quadrupling number 2, and basically your album's getting more streams than the next 10, 15 albums combined, who the fuck cares? You know? Yes, we can say that, but like, he only does 1 tour a year, you know?
Summer 16,
Maybe
yeah.
2 tours a year.
But I mean, he also when he
he tours the world kind
yeah,
of thing.
that's what I'm saying.
But every artist does that. Every artist
no,
does
but I mean,
that.
and then also too like,
He doesn't do tours to
what
support
is
albums.
it?
You can say Summer 16 was supporting views.
Yeah. Because
Was
it came
it?
out right after
It came
Views-
out
or
right- he did it right
He
after
did it right
Views.
Yeah,
after
it's
Views.
Summer 16 is a tour for views.
Yeah, it wasn't called the Views tour, but,
No, but it
it was the Views tour.
Gotcha.
You know? But does it really matter when you're releasing an album every year? I guess if you're releasing it at the beginning of every single year, each tour you're doing is going for that one. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, your argument I would say, suffice for any other artist in the industry right now, but not Drake.
Oh, but I mean, hey, I think he makes a decent bit. I mean, honestly, yeah, at this point, most of his money probably comes from doing those deals. But I don't think until that Apple Music deal, I don't think most of his money was coming from streams. And bro, nothing was the same. I just remembered seeing all those headlines, streamed something million times, but he didn't have an Apple deal. As soon as that Apple deal, then yeah, I agree with you. But I think before that, whatever he had working with Birdman,
Okay, but
probably
like
wasn't
$2
that
million
much
that was
money.
before
What-
then. This is now.
That's what I'm
though.
saying. That's
Oh no,
this is
no, yeah.
That's then. That was years
We're
ago.
talking about now,
We're talking
dude.
about now, Drake. But you can't tell me that 2016 was a different year than every other year for Drake.
What do you mean? What
He
views?
hit God
He
status,
killed it, dude.
bro.
What,
That's
views?
what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, views
Like,
killed it.
dude.
As much as you hate it, it killed.
Views.
Oh no, yeah,
bro. I'm
stream-wise.
dead serious. No, everything wise.
Oh, I know that. I've seen the views numbers.
I honestly think you could take every single album he did before Views, and it still wouldn't have as many streams as Views has right now.
Shout out to views. 666.
But like, streams also mean people buying. If you're getting the numbers he's getting, then he's totally getting album sales too. You know, if you're getting stream more, you're probably getting people buying your album more too. So he's, you know, when you're hitting that much people, it doesn't matter, dude. You're getting their money somehow. It doesn't matter how, but you're getting their money. You know,
True.
that's what I'm saying. Your argument would be valid for anybody else, but him, nah.
I mean, I wasn't ever making an argument. I just said I personally didn't think he makes like most of the money he has now off of streams.
I'm not saying most. We're saying he has enough to survive on streams alone.
Oh, I told you I agreed with that.
That's all we're saying.
But I told you from the
No,
get-go
we
I agreed
didn't.
with
We
that.
went on a tangent.
Okay,
and
well, I might
we
be
discussed
somewhere
other
else.
things.
I was with it the whole time, but hey, it is what it is. But
I guess this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, we can talk about
This
something
is-
else next week.
I
was like,
yeah, we're
this has been episode 24 of the Drake Cast. Joining me as always is Gabe,
Audrey Graham here.
Nathan,
deuces, everybody.
and Greg.
Later.
And you can find us on youtube.com/nerdoutlet, on facebook.com/nerdoutlet,
Correct.
Slash.
on Instagram at nerdoutlet, on Twitter at nerdoutlet, and all amazing people around the world at nerdoutlet.
Take it easy, everybody.
View.
I don't know what that
666.
means.
What are you trying to say?
I
More
don't
love.
know.
That's something Drake would say.
More life,
No.
more life,
More life.
Views.
more life.
Views. 666 views.